Okay, hello everyone. My name is Jake Attiq. I'm a third-year marketing major at San Diego State University, and this is a presentation for my Marketing 480 class. And I'm going to be going over the presentation given by Joseph Ru and Shane Wang. And their presentation was on how spoilers can affect movies and TV shows. So basically, how movie spoilers can affect box office sales. So the first point they went over is the question at hand: do spoilers really harm sales, or are they good for them? There are several aspects that to consumers, or several aspects on how consumers respond to spoilers. Some of them take it very poorly, and some of them actually like it because it makes it so. Oh, maybe I don't want to see the movie because this spoiler said so and so. But at the same time, some people are gonna want to see it because that's a really cool, I don't know, like a fight scene, or like that's a really cool conversation between these two actors. I really want to see it now. So, in addition to that, there are multiple risks and opportunities that they both go over. Both go over. So how data was collected? A sample of 993 movies were released in the United States between 2013 and 2017, and Mr. Ru and Mr. Wang both collected data and used that sample size. 8 weeks of box office revenue was observed between several movies, and approximately 140,869 movies were collected from the popular movie site IMDb. And this is a pretty large sample size. It's going to give very sufficient information considering that there's a large sample of movies, it's a large range, so they're going to have a really good sample size, and the reviews are coming from a legitimate source. So topic modeling, what is it and how is it used? So basically topic modeling is a machine that learns algorithms and uncovers a small topic that can be applied to a broader subject. So an example of that would be kind of like how a word, so let's say the word fight comes up in a spoiler, and that word fight is going to be compared to the everything about the fight in that spoiler. If that makes sense, I'm going to have a little bit more information on it next slide. Um, and they use topic modeling to see how intense a spoiler is. So the intensity rating of a spoiler, if it really damaged the reviews of the movie, or if it was just something simple that really didn't matter that much. And I kind of put a little infographic right here of what topic modeling is. It has a broad range of topics, and then it picks out the tiny little topics in the document, and it kind of sees the frequency of the words. So, do spoilers hurt or harm? So, basically, um, Mr. Wu and Mr. Wang compared two movies, 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Darker, and it was actually that spoiler intensity leads to a $634 increase in box office revenue, which is quite astronomical, and that's a daily average, if I'm not mistaken. And then a 25% of spoiler intensity leads to a 2% increase in daily box office revenue. So it turns out spoiler review actually, that spoilers actually increases box office revenue, which is interesting to hear. And here's a real world example that I was just talking about. So 50 Shades of Grey, $2.9 million daily average in revenue when it was first released, with a spoiler intensity of 5.87. They didn't say the scale that it was out of, but I'm assuming it's going to be out of a 10. And then the sequel, 50 Shades Darker, on its opening day, $2.3 million daily average in revenue with a spoiler intensity of 3.94. So it shows that right here, 50 Shades of Grey was spoiled 39.9% more, but actually brought in more revenue, which is interesting to see because it turns out spoilers actually increase revenue, which is contradictory to what everyone thinks. And the key takeaways, lessons learned: more spoilers for movies with less advertising and in early periods after release. So basically, the more spoilers there are for movies with less advertising, so maybe like an indie movie or just like a movie made for a fan festival, it's going to lead to it's going to affect those movies more. So movie studios should not just monitor spoilers, but monitor the intensity of spoilers using machine learning. And review websites should not prevent spoilers, but make them more accessible. So in their presentation, Dr. Ru, I mean not Dr. Mr. Ru and Mr. Wang um, talked about how websites such as IMBD have a little spoiler warning tag that users have to put, and that's what they're recommending here at this last bullet point, just to put how all websites such as Rotten Tomatoes, Fandango, all the movie websites should just have a spoiler review kind of note warning for users. And this is the original presentation here, giving it at AMA. And yeah, that's about all I have for everyone today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a good one. Take care.